favorite places to play, the very first place I ever played with the Vellotones is a place called the Highlander. It's run by David and Celia Drakely. And David is always willing to give band advice because he's had so many different bands, up and coming bands come in through there. And he's a solid British cat, and you can't help but love him because he is so to the point, and he's going to say, now I'm going to tell you boys, if you don't put out the tip jaw, please don't come back to tell me you didn't make any money. I'm giving you this advice. Now you can take it, you can leave it, but I want to give you some advice. Take it.
The favorite moment of the entire band was probably when the girl at Surrey Tavern lifted her shirt. Of course, John Donnelly and I were not looking in the correct direction at the time, so we missed out on that good moment.
Every band needs a little shtick to do, and one of the things that the Vellotones used to do is the thing we call Legends of Rock and Roll.
Legends. One of my least favorite parts of the band was the Legends.
And Carl was Bob Dylan, and he had, you know, the harmonica thing and all that.
And they talked me into doing Bob Dylan, of all things, you know, once upon a time, just so fine. Jules, the band stud, doing Tom Jones, as if the girls weren't wild about him enough.
And David, unbeknownst to all of us, he says, okay guys, okay. You know, he takes command of the microphone. He says, the guys don't know anything about this, but there's a special legend here tonight. And he reaches down into a paper sack and he pulls up this talking Elmo doll. He says, Elmo is here!
All of a sudden he pulls up a puppet and it's Elmo. And Elmo he pulls a string on Elmo and it starts talking and no one can hear what Elmo is saying.
And he's trying to hold the microphone up to it so everybody can hear the talking and singing Elmo.
And then all of a sudden someone from the audience says, hey, stick the microphone up Elmo's butt!
And you knew it was getting bad when you heard a voice from somewhere in the bar yell at us, hey, why don't you take that thing and shove it up his ass?
Then, of course, the ultimate was Mark Browning as Elvis. Made his grand entrance at the Waffle House one 3 a.m. morning on Gordon Highway, I think it was.
We were playing every Wednesday night down at what used to be the Garage, then became Augusta Live, and now is the Crossroads. Of course, it was like Woodstock Rock Bar and the Country Club and a whole bunch of other things. We're up on stage. We're playing to 5 people, 6 people, and they're all friends on a Wednesday night. In walks a disgruntled couple who are drunk. They're looking for country music, I think. They sit down. We play a good blues song. Everybody likes it, except for the 2 people that show up. We have a lead singer. He's out in front of the band. He's one of those big head lead singer guys. All of a sudden, from the crowd comes, "You suck!" The lead singer is stopped in his tracks. He looks over at me like I'm going to give him some help. And I look back at our lead singer and go, he's not talking to me.
We've played a number of gigs with artists who, you know, come up with, let's play a few songs and get into a groove jam, and we don't know where the song's gonna go. And Al and I are just looking at each other, going, "What's gonna happen next? And when are we gonna stop now? No, one more time around, one more time around."
And one last thing that you'll always hear from Dave, late in the evening, because you were playing the late night thing, you know, you're getting up at 5 a.m., everybody's coming in, they're tired, they're a little bit too high, and all of a sudden it's closing time, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.